Hey guys, you've asked for it, and this is our second video where I'll share with you real member deals, real client deals. I'm going to start doing this every 2 weeks because you guys have asked for it. So many people have DM'd me asking to actually see the results. You know, you've watched the 200, 250 videos here on my YouTube channel, but you actually want to see how all of this education, all this knowledge translates into something practical. PK, what are the actual deals that your members are buying? What are the actual deals? What are their numbers? What do they look like? So that's what I'll be doing. And the purpose of this video is A, to inspire, is B, to educate, and C, to motivate. Okay, but first of all, before I can do any of that, I'll need to explain the validity of this. So what you'll see in the next 10 minutes is deals in my Facebook group. Now, my Facebook group, as you can see, there's 12,000 people here. This is a Facebook group. I tag all of my clients when I post the deals. They're tagged, okay? You can join this group too. The links will be below. There's so much transparency. I know that in the property industry in Australia, there's so much smoke and mirrors, people promising the world, delivering not much, you know, lying, fibbing, you know, all of this stuff. I try to be, or at least to the best of my ability, the opposite of that, okay? So we just try to tag clients, and you can DM them, you can see if they're real people, whether their Facebook profiles are real or not. But it's really to build trust in this process, in property, and ultimately, I'll be honest, in myself, right? Like, I think that's really important. Okay, and the second thing I'll say before we go on to the deals themselves is these aren't handpicked. You'll see that these are just most recent deals, all right? They're not like cherry-picked. In fact, I post a client result, a client deal every 2 days on Facebook, so there's literally hundreds of them. We've bought more than 500 properties, okay, in the last 5 or so years. So you can see this happening every 2 days. There's so much more of where this came from. Let's go to the first one. Right here, 4 properties in 2 months. Okay, so this property was in a South Australian location. The yield was 6.1%. And as I go along, I want to sort of just give you tips and tricks as well. So this is not just marketing. I actually want you to learn some key elements of these deals so you can find ones like that as well. 6.1% yield. Now, in current interest rates, you know, you normally need around 4.5% for it to be positive cash flow. So this type of property where the yield is 6.1%, in other words, the yearly rent is 6.1% as a proportion of total property purchase price, that's a lot of passive income, okay? This one was bought $22,000 under market value, okay? The people needed to sell. We make the most of that. And as you know, if you've been on my channel for any amount of time, we don't need buyer's agents, right? My clients do it themselves. It's not a part-time job. It's just a system, a process they follow with the team that I provide. So they want to be self-reliant, focus on data, and be self-sufficient property investors. They saved $60,000 in buyer's agent fees because they bought 4 properties. You know, normal buyer's agent, a good one or half a good one would charge you at least $15,000. So that's how much savings there was. I mean, that is a deposit for another house right there. That's the power, that's the benefit, and that's the potency of learning to do this yourself without it actually taking much time. The next thing is, on that point, it not taking much time. So Sham, you can see, is tagged here. I actually did an interview with him. I'll release it very soon right here on YouTube. He bought this within 4 weeks of starting the course, okay? A few hours a week. It doesn't take very much time. Here are the details. So the purchase price was $278. You know, really, really low price. You don't need a lot of money to invest in property. In fact, he needed less than $40,000, including all transaction costs. So if you have $40,000 in the bank doing nothing, guys, you could have literally been making all of this passive income, thousands of dollars, thousands, tens of thousands of dollars of growth. You don't need much money. All right, the comparable valuation was $300,000 for this purchase. That's why it's $22,000 under market value. The rent is $330,000. It's positive cash flow, vacancy rate. You see here, I mean, normally we want a vacancy rate of less than 2%. This is 0.1%. There is no vacancy in this suburb. All right, Sham, a very super nice guy, very committed, very lovely guy. You're more than welcome to DM him. He's super nice. Lives in Wagga Wagga, so he did this remotely interstate without using a buyer's agent, without catching any flights. He had all the local due diligence done using the team that I provide for free. And he's super self-sufficient to do it again. In fact, he's bought another 3 properties after that, right? Passive income is the name of the game. Normally what I say is it's just too much information online. Guys, tell me if that resonates with you, right? It's just so confusing. Everyone's trying to sell you something, different contradictory opinions, but data doesn't lie. And that's really where I'm kind of harping on about, the science of property investing can be learned quickly. Don't be taken for a ride by buyers agents or property investment companies that kind of try to make it out to be rocket science when it's actually not. In fact, you maybe don't even need me. You might even just be able to do this yourself. All right. But what Sham got was positive cash flow, high growth, got it under market value. Okay, he didn't get this off market, but that's another way we can make money. The next person, Raghu, super nice guy. Once again, you can DM him. He bought 2 properties in 2 months. You can see the dates in which they were posted, right? These aren't cherry picked from 3 months ago. This is just recent deals. This one I posted literally yesterday. You can see all the comments on the post. Okay, so he beat 7 bidders in a multiple offer scenario. In a multiple offer scenario, you don't really have a luxury of negotiating because there's other people interested. So you just have to give your best and highest price. And he got there. 6.8% yield. I mean, that's pretty fantastic. Just go to Sham's property. Here it is. Sorry, I forgot to show you the pictures. You can see like from this property, it's just really nice. It's a flat brick house, big land. You can't go wrong with these kinds of properties, right? I mean, there's nothing that's going to really fall apart. It's brick. This one again from Raghu. Once again, he's bought 2 properties without a buyer's agent, so he saved $30,000. This particular suburb, not only is it high yield, it's growing by more than $10,000 a month. Don't believe me? DM him yourself. And the purchase price was $290. So I'm trying to demonstrate. I mean, we don't just buy these inexpensive properties. Clients are buying $600,000-$700,000 positive cash flow properties as well. But here's what's possible for under $50,000 of his own money. He bought this for $290,000. The rent is $380 a week. Once again, positive cash flow by thousands. The vacancy rate is even better than the other one. Okay, it's pretty much non-existent. Build quality brick. I'll show you the picture in a second. Block size, nice big block. Bought remotely. Once again, no buyer's agents. Bought interstate. It's just all the good stuff, right? All the good stuff. Here's the picture of the place. This is once again a flat, low set brick house. You can see with 0.06 vacancy, more than 30 data factors going in its favor in terms of growth. I mean, this kind of a marketing thing, but I really mean it. Knowledge is power. Let's look at the next one. So this is recently settled. I posted this on the 31st of Jan. Not cherry picked. These are just the most recent ones. There's literally ones that I post every 2 days. Join the Facebook group, guys. And I mean, if you want more of these types of videos, hit subscribe, hit the like button. Tell me, if this is bringing you value. I'm really trying not to be kind of a salesy person here, a used car salesman. This is just me revealing everything. All the clients are tagged, to motivate, inspire, and educate. So this was recently settled as well, under 300K, 7% yield. So this is even better yield than the last one. 0 vacancy. Will, who I did an interview with, the interview's already on YouTube. Go find it. There's 50 interviews with clients in the playlist. He didn't have to advertise to get a tenant, all right? It's 0 vacancy. That's how strong the rental market is in this suburb. Positive cash flow, high growth. Once again, this is his second property. Each time he's saving $15,000 by not needing a buyer's agent. And the purchase price was $290. Total funds required less than $40,000. Once again, don't put that into crypto and see it go up and down. Make money in property is my motto anyway. $390 is rent. Positive cash flow, thousands per year. Vacancy rate, 0.2%. I mean, yeah, 622 block size, which is really big. We generally want a block size of above 500 square meters, right? That's, a good land to asset ratio in most instances. A brick house, really good. Nothing wrong with a fibro house or nothing wrong with a weatherboard house, but brick is just lower maintenance over the course of years. You know, Will lives in Sydney. This property is in Queensland. So he bought this once again without catching flights, had the local due diligence done on the ground. He's self-sufficient to do this again. Last one he bought was in Adelaide. You know, just building passive income. It's just so good. I mean, check this house out. Beautiful. 7% yield, all the growth factors are good, just beautiful house. Last one that I'll show you, two growth properties in 3 months, both under 500K. So this is a slightly different type of brief, slightly different type of strategy, you know, not under 300K, but rather under 500K, both around 5% yield, so still positive cash flow. These are in Adelaide and Brisbane suburbs, so northern Adelaide and south side of Brisbane. Total buyer's agent fees saved $30,000. It's Adarsh who got these. So the purchase price of these two properties respectively is $427,500 and $425,000, very similar. Needed less than $100,000 to buy these properties. And the rent per week is $390 and $420 respectively. Positive cash flow, vacancy rates very low, 0.2 and 0.6. The thing is with this Adelaide one, right, you can convert the surplus lounge into another bedroom, which will increase the value of the second property to above $500,000. Okay, so it's $425,000 right now, but what we're seeing is properties with 4 bedrooms, they're selling for more than $500,000. So that's why, you know, he bought this property, or one of the reasons Adarsh got this, because there's a surplus lounge. You don't need 2 living areas. You can just convert that into an extra bedroom, costs about $5,000 to put up a wall, maybe $5,000, $10,000. It's all of a sudden worth more than $500,000. So, you know, we want to make money in multiple ways: positive cash flow, high growth, buying under market value, but also the ability to add value if we want. No compulsion, but if we want. Adarsh is based in Melbourne. He's, like I said, bought in Adelaide and Brisbane respectively without catching flights. All the local due diligence done locally without needing a buyer's agent. Self-sufficient to do this again, building passive income, just tick, 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 tick. I'm so happy to be able to share these deals. You know, it's just kind of like a dream come true for so many people, including me when I was buying properties like this. It's just, you can't go wrong. I actually did a YouTube interview with Adarsh, so you know, go check that one out. It's on YouTube. Once again, there's about 50 interviews in the playlist. Go check him out. And here's the picture. So, you know, like this top one, I think this is the Brisbane one, this is the Adelaide one. It's just beautiful. I mean, palm trees, both are brick houses, low set. You can't really go wrong. There's no renovation needed. Landscaping is done. It's just super nice. And that's why I really like our Facebook community, because everyone, you know, kind of congratulates them. It's just such a nice place to be. Okay, so guys, if you want this level of transparency, I don't know anyone else, tell me a buyer's agent who has a group of more than 12,000 people and is posting a deal every 2 days, tagging their clients. Like this level of transparency, when I did this business, when I started doing this, I thought I want to bring back the honesty in property. Okay, it's so important. Yes, you know, to some people this might maybe seen as a flex. It might be seen as a bit of a, you know, big-headed thing to do, but I really just want to bring back the honesty in property because it changes lives. But there's the skepticism, you know, does it actually work? Is property a scam? Is this person a scam? Who can I trust? So join, you know, please join our Facebook group, more than 12,000 people there. Every 2 days, I post a deal, real people, real families, real mums and dads, real clients, real results. And also there's so much information, so much education in that group. Please join, level up with your education, and I'll leave a link below to, if you want to work with me in the Property Investment Accelerator. You don't have to. Like, if you can get these results yourself, go for it. But if you vibe with me, if you want a systematic, structured way of being self-sufficient in property investment, buying positive cash flow, high growth properties without needing a buyer's agent, interstate without catching flights, guys, leave a link. I'll leave a link below. Click it, see if you vibe with it. All right, guys, hopefully this video brought you value. Hopefully it wasn't tainted with too much sales and marketing. Hit the subscribe button if you did. I'm so grateful for each and every one of you. Thank you so much. My name's PK. Have a wonderful weekend. Catch you later. Bye.